Hi there, this is Niki Rowland and I am here today making a layout using the Scribble Circle Spots cut file from the Just Snick store. It's a new file and I've cut it in white cardstock, and I'm just going to here make a frame for my background. I'm using a really bright paper collection. It's called Summer Dreams and it's by Echo Park. Yeah, some of the papers are super bright, so I'm using them just as borders around the edges of my layouts to give some colour, but without being too bright and crazy. I would never be able to create a layout directly onto that background there. Okay, so I've added some white cardstock, and now I'm just using the packaging technique to add some colour to my background. I'm just using some standard Stampin' Up inks, which I'm adding to a piece of packaging, and then I'm spritzing water on them to make them a bit runny, and pressing those down onto my white cardstock background. Because I've been too impatient to let my colours dry in between applying each layer, they have muddied together a little bit and blended slightly, which I didn't want. So I've just dried it there, and now I'm going back to add some yellow on top of the dry colours, and the yellow therefore takes much better and doesn't blend in with the other colours. So now that my background is full of colour and I've added that extra yellow that it needed, I've just finished off drying it, and now I'm going to apply my cut file. I love to have dimension on my layouts, so I am applying this cut file with lots and lots of foam pads. Some of them are too big for the small swirls on the cut file, so I'm having to cut them in half to apply smaller pieces to some of the narrower pieces of card. So now I'm happy that I've got enough on there. I can set about taking all the backs off of those lots and lots of foam pads, and then I can push the cut file onto my layout, and all of those beautiful colours will shine through. I'm super happy with the way the background has turned out, and now I can start adding my photos to the rest of my layout and adding some embellishments. So here I am just having a look through my supplies that I've got. Decided that one of my photos needed popping up on a darker outline, so I've just mounted it on a journaling card that I've cut the middle out of and used already, and I've now got my two photos in place. And I can start making sure they're in the right place, arranging them and adding some embellishments around the edges of those photos and to the rest of the layout. So now I figured that my other photo needs mounting on something bright and colourful too, and then I decided that the layout just wasn't going to work with two photos, so I've had to lose one, and I'm just sticking with the one now. So that's mounted and is now in position, and it gives me more room to the left of the photo to add some embellishments. I'm just now adding my title. So this lovely journaling card that came in the Summer Dreams collection pack by Echo Park had this really cool So Much Fun title on it with it's a great font. I really think it was really fun, but it didn't look right cut out in one piece. It didn't look right in three different strips, so I've cut each letter out individually, and then there I am sticking them all on. Some of these letters I've stuck flat, and some of them I've raised up on foam pads just to give a little bit of interest and more dimension. As I said, I love some dimension onto my layouts. My layout's mostly finished now, and I just thought I needed some flicks to go around the edges of the paint splatters, and I've just used some ink, mixed it with some water and flicked it using a paintbrush. Here I am just finalising putting on some last embellishments. So I've got some little chipboard word or phrase stickers from Freckled Fawn. I'm adding in some little dots there, and some washi tape arrows and some other bits and pieces. I also have some really lovely Days of the Week washi tape. It's mint with gold writing on it, really pretty, and I've tried to put that in a few places. I just wanted it to say Saturday and Sunday because it was a weekend that we were at this trip to the zoo, so I've pulled those bits out and put them at the top and the bottom of my layout. I'm just adding a few more enamel dots because you can never have too many of those. And I'm also adding these fun speech bubbles, also by Freckled Fawn, to various parts of my layout too. They're acetate, so they're difficult to stick down, but I just add some tape from my ATG behind the words so that it doesn't show up too much. I'm just finishing off here with a few sequins. And now I'm putting some really tiny pearls, sticky pearls, inside each of my sequins so that they have centres rather than just a blob of glue. And now I'm finishing my layout by adding some journaling. I just used a pen and a ruler to draw a few lines, run out of lines, so just keep adding a few extra lines here and there wherever I need them in order to finish my journaling off. And that is my layout complete. Thank you so much for watching along with me today. My name's Niki Rowland and I designed this for the Just Snake design team. Thank you so much and have a beautiful day.